Goga Bitadze puts it in.
There you go. That's
Inbounds pass to Adebayo. Now Hero coming off the Adebayo screen. Pump fakes and fires a short jumper. Got it.
Hero in front of it.
Orlando needs a bucket here. Under a minute left. 4-point game. Caldwell's hook. Can he do it? Yes, he can. Looking for an opening. Can't fire. Shot clock under 5. Queen attacking. Lobs it up for Bitadze. Knocked away. He tipped it in. Magic take the lead with just under 5 seconds remaining. Adebayo will inbound it for Miami.
Okay, well, for the game that you listened to, Orlando Magic, Miami Heat, that game was a bit tough at some point, but Miami Heat came from a way to beat Orlando Magic 89 to 88 points. Well, a low-scoring game, but it was very tough. We welcome you to Kickoff Sports Show live on Solutions 939 FM. All the chicken bones done and dusted, all the misoro, all the fried rice and chicken done and dusted. So people had to return to work, but the return is on a poor run as Ganzi's team lost again. Sports Wizard, how you doing?
Yeah, it's a delight to be back on the show.
Are you sure it's a delight to be back?
Yes, definitely. It's always a delight when I speak to the microphone. I'm always excited, always pumped up. But of course, like you said, it was not meant to be for both teams in Manchester. Last night, United struggled, and also earlier, Manchester City could also not win. I think there's something going on in Manchester, not just Manchester City now, both United and City have been finding it difficult to get points. For City, just one victory in about 13 games, and for United, it's not looking good at all. Back-to-back defeat in the Premier League, also in the Carabao Cup. So I think maybe next year they would arrest the situation, both managers, Ruben Amorim and Pep Guardiola, and let's see what 2025 would hold for both teams in Manchester. But of course, aside football, it's beautiful. It's a delight to be back on the show after Christmas. Christmas has come and gone. And now we are all counting down to the new year 2025. And of course, the 2025 year would have a lot of sporting activities, from football to tennis, Formula One, a lot to look forward to in the year 2025. So thank you so much for having me. And I'm absolutely excited to be back on the show. I don't know why you do that. I don't know how you do that. You don't talk my you. I don't analyze that for you. You see what I mean?
No, I just did think, say, wow. Well, no, Allah, when we enter the show, Jola Sherry, good morning to you for Warren Marking Day. You never see our Christmas gift from our crew. The show we are even giving you is a Christmas gift.
Yes, Nana.
We didn't go on break. We didn't go on break. You should be the one to send Christmas something. I mean, Christmas is even overdue, but I mean, you need to learn how to give as well. We can't be giving every time. You say also give.
Definitely.
All right, let's start with tennis this morning, but not really a good gift Simona Halep is giving to our fans, concerning her pulling out of the Australian Open.
Yes, there is an update concerning Simona Halep. She has withdrawn from the Australian Open qualifying, and she will delay the start of her 2025 season after feeling pain in her knee and shoulder. The former world number one, who is 33 years of age, remember, received a wild card from tournament organizers. That was last week, but she said she felt discomfort after playing at a World Tennis League exhibition event in Abu Dhabi. And for Simona Halep, remember, she was given a 4-year doping ban that was later reduced to 9 months earlier this year. And she has always maintained her innocence after being charged with 2 separate doping offenses. Now the former French Open and Wimbledon champion is trying to establish herself on tour, with injuries not helping her cause. So get to know the update is that Simona Halep will not participate in the Australian Open, the first Grand Slam of the year 2025.
Well, I don't think she'll be the only one to pull out of the first Grand Slam of the year. We should be expecting more players to pull out of the Australian Open, the first Grand Slam of the year. But let's look at other results of games in the NBA. I mean, you heard the game of the Orlando Magic and Miami Heat.
Yes, just like we said earlier, the Magics are lost at home by just 1 point to the Miami Heat, 88 to 89 points to 10 dead. And all that games decided in the wee hours of today. We saw Indiana Pacers losing at home to OKC Thunder, 114 to 120 points to 10 dead. Washington Wizards also defeated Charlotte Hornets, 113 to 110 points. Atlanta Hawks got the better of Chicago Bulls, 141 to 133 points. While, of course, the Grizzlies from Memphis defeated Toronto Raptors 155 to 126 points. In the wee hours of today, we also saw the game between Milwaukee Bucks and Brooklyn Nets. At the end of the day, Bucks got 105 points, and the Nets from Brooklyn had 111 points. New Orleans Pelicans also lost to Houston Rockets 111 to 128 points, while of course Portland Trail Blazers defeated Utah Jazz 122 to 120 points. And the last game in the wee hours of today was the game between the Kings from Sacramento and the Pistons from Detroit. At the end of the day, the Kings lost by 1 point to the Pistons 113 to 114 points. It ended in the early hours of today.
All right, now moving on from that game decided today, but let's also look at some games that will be decided tomorrow. If we can look at that, games are going down starting 1 a.m. Orlando Magic against New York Knicks, Boston Celtics taking on Indiana Pacers. 30 minutes later, Brooklyn Nets will be up against San Antonio Spurs, same 1:30 a.m. 30 minutes later, Houston Rockets will take on Minnesota Timberwolves. Memphis Grizzlies will be the guest of New Orleans Pelicans. Denver Nuggets by 3 a.m. will take on Cleveland Cavaliers. And we have Dallas Mavericks traveling to play Phoenix Suns. LA Clippers against Golden State Warriors. And we're getting an update that Steph Curry is injured and he will not be available for that one. And Atlanta Hawks taking on Miami Heat. But for Steph Curry not being available, I think Golden State Warriors have been able to carry on even without Steph.
Yes, we got the update yesterday that Golden State Warriors will be without Steph Curry. That will be in their game in the wee hours of tomorrow. According to reports, we understand that Curry is managing a bilateral knee pain and will sit out the first game of a back-to-back set when the Warriors visit the Clippers tomorrow. And of course, we also understand that Draymond Green is also questionable for the game because of a left lower back contusion. And for Payton, one of the Golden State best defenders, he also underwent an MRI that was yesterday that showed a mild left calf strain, and he will also be reevaluated in a week. That's according to the update from the camp of Golden State Warriors.
Okay, moving away from the NBA, so let's go straight to the second half of the show. We talk football, and Eyimba continued their winless run. No, for some teams they always pray for draw, but it's still poor run.
Yeah, poor run.
If you are playing on the continent, you must be a good team to represent us.
Yeah.
And we also look at how you are playing in the league as well. But things have not been going well with Eyimba. If you look at the color of draw, that is yellow, on the app that we check results from. But things are not really going well with the People's Elephants, and I hope that Coach Yemi will not be shown the exit door. Or do we say too much games on the players?
Well, for a team as big as Enyimba, the most successful club side in Nigeria, I think we cannot give them that excuse of playing games week in, week out. I mean, they've only played how many games in the NPFL this season? Even their result on the continent is not good, and in the league, it's not good as well. I remember we had teams last season, Remo Stars, they played on the continent, even though they could not go far, but at least they were still able to finish in the top 3 teams at the end of the season. So I don't think that excuse will fly for the People's Elephants. A team of that caliber should be raking in points week in, week out. Their last 6 games or 5, they played the draws. Draw.
Oh, man, they will.
I mean, they are not losing, but of course, it's better when you lose a game and you win the next one than playing 2 draws. When you play 2 draws, that's 2 points for you. But when you lose one and win one, that's 3 points. So I think Eyimba and their coach, Yemi Olanwaju, they need to arrest the situation. And remember, when Finidi George was in charge of Eyimba, they won the title. Now we are having Yemi Olanwaju, maybe not that experience.
Yemi was the assistant, in that, so you should still have the experience.
Yeah, let's wait and see what happens. It's still the early part of the season. 15 matches played for Eyimba. There's still 3 games short of the other teams in the NPFL. Maybe if they can salvage 6 out of possible 9
and not draw the 3 points.
I'm just hoping if they can get 3 points or maybe 6 points out of 9, they could go as far as the 5th, 6th position. It's still very early to call what will be the fate of Enyimba International, but I believe at the end of the day, they should finish in the first half of the NPFL table.
Okay, all right, come and focus on your team now. Okay, before you focus on Manchester, before we talk about European football, let's talk about Chan this morning. And that will be after this time. I'll still kick off Sports Show live on Solutions 939 FM.
News, sports, entertainment. Top 100 music on your Remedy Radio dial. Solutions 93.9.
Do not touch that dial.
dribble oh, but you no fit dribble past malaria if you no use insecticide treated nets. Malaria dey real oh.
This message now from Solutions 93.9 FM.
All right, let's talk about the African Nations Championship, Chan. The battle is about to go down, the return leg between Nigeria and Ghana. The first leg ended goalless, and the return leg is going down in Uyo. But Austin Guivon has been talking that Nigeria will surely qualify. Ikpeba is saying that Nigeria must qualify. Anas Yusuf of the Super Eagles B Forward has also emphasized the significance of Saturday's Chan qualifier against Ghana, the return leg. The team must win. Although the coach of the Black Galaxies of Ghana is also saying they're ready to beat Nigeria here at home.
Well, I think it's a make or my game for the Chan Eagles. It's been a long time Nigeria participated at the Chan tournament. I think that was about 2 editions ago. 2018, they failed to qualify. 2021, they also failed to qualify. And guess who stopped them on both occasions? The Black Galaxy. So they would have revenge on their mind. And I think the reason why this game is a bit complicated is the fact that even the Black Stars, I'm talking about the national team, the senior national team of Ghana, they failed to qualify for the AFCON. So I'm sure the Black Galaxies will not want to repeat, such feat in this, tournament. So they would come all out against the Chan Eagles and see if they can, get an away goal, because we still operate the away goal rule on the African continent. So it's going to be very dicey for the Chan Eagles. But in terms of having the quality, I believe they do. We have a lot of stars in the NPFL who are getting goals scored week in, week out. Sikiru Alimi is in the camp. Even a shooting stars player, Samuel Ayonide, is in camp. And Nas Yusuf, Nasarawa United forward, also in camp. These are guys that can easily get the job done for the Chan Eagles. But of course, football sometimes find a way of, coming up with funny results. But
like how is happening to Man City and Man U.
Exactly. But I believe the Chan Eagles are capable. They are up for the task. They know it's been a long time, really, that they have qualified for this competition. And even the standing coach of the Chan Eagles, that's Daniel Ogumodede, who also happens to be the coach of Remo Stars, has been speaking to us, saying the best gift these players can give Nigerians this period is by winning, that game and get a ticket to go participate at the next edition of the Chan Eagles. So I want to believe the boys will do us proud, and let's see what happens tomorrow in the return leg of that game against the Black Galaxies. Okay, so let us see if the Black Galaxies will be coming with black stars or will be coming with white stars or non-stars here in Nigeria, in Uyo. We're going to break. When we return, with York Premier League.
That's why I've got FCMB. The little moments of joy that we share with our loved ones is what lights up the season and makes it truly special. Merry Christmas from FCMB. FCMB, my bank and I.
I can't seem to find the right event center for this party.
What's the problem? You sound so worried.
I've been searching for a venue that can handle both the formal ceremony and the casual after party. Nothing seems to fit both moods.
Have you heard of Aweni Arena Event Center?
Aweni Arena? What makes them so special?
They are the perfect blend of elegance and comfort. Their venue is versatile, has the perfect space, event managers, and security for every occasion. And they will work with you to create the perfect setting for every part of your event.
Wow, this is perfect. Aweni Arena really nailed it.
They did. Visit us at 116 Obafemi Awolowo Way, Iyano Libati, Okado, Ibadan, or call 0809-360-7888 or 0706-899-4970 to book your event today. Aweni Arena Event Center is where your event finds its perfect fit.
Some days it's fast, some days it's slow. Many highs and lows, but we carry go. Nothing go stop our doing so. Now the night just spirit, yes we move. With family, there's love at home. We know say Christmas, it don't come over. The trumpet, the parampe. Hello, Akoko,
Disconnect from distractions. Go make a difference this season. Merry Christmas from MTN.
Cunha, big high diagonal out to Semedo. Guedes was pointing, the early cross goes in. Larsson's headed down and the goalkeeper tips it over the crossbar. Doherty looking for Semedo, nudges his man in the back. Semedo into the penalty area, fires it in. Jorgen Strand Larsson's header, but the offside flag goes up. Cunha with a corner, right-footed from the left-hand side. Again, a congested 6-yard box. A lot of players around Andre Onana as the ball goes in towards them. Oh, it's gone all the way through! Matheus Cunha in a season where he's produced moments of magic consistently. That may well be the best of the lot. A goal for the ages to be shown again and again. Wolves 1, Manchester United 0. Both sides giving everything. Lovely from João Gomez. Here comes Aït-Nouri. 4-on-4 onto Larsson. Left-hand side of the box. The cross in and it's taken by Onana. We are 10 seconds towards Cunha. He's got Hwang in support. They're bearing down on goal. Into the penalty area. Lays it off. Hee-chan Hwang. Wolves win the game. Would you believe it?
What a night. Manchester United back to factory set, right?
They never left.
No, I thought you guys left with a victory over Manchester City.
They've lost 3 games on the bounce now. Remember Tottenham in the EFL Cup, Bournemouth, and just yesterday against Wolverhampton Wanderers.
Okay.
But it is what it is.
I
think their greatest undoing, talking about Manchester United, is how to defend set pieces. They conceded 2 Olympico goals in the space of 1 week. And in case you don't know what Olympico goal means, it's a direct goal from a corner kick. When you score directly from a corner kick, that is an Olympico goal. So United considered that against Tottenham Hotspur. That was Son Heung-min. And yesterday, Matheus also scored another direct corner kick against Manchester United. And 2 different goalkeepers. Maybe against Tottenham, they afforded Otto Bayendel, who is the starting goalkeeper, replacement of Andre Onana. But yesterday, we had Onana in goal and still conceded from a direct corner kick. It is what it is.
Amorim lost on the Boxing Day to Wolves. Rooney lost on Boxing Day to Lampard's Coventry City. Ruud van Nistelrooy losing to Liverpool. They are men that are united through Manchester United. In other words, they are united through failure.
Well done. Well done.
I love that banter. But let's listen to Ruben Amorim here. Some are saying maybe you should just allow Rashford have a playing opportunity. Maybe things can turn around. But hey, he saw this coming that Manchester United will suffer. He kept saying it, but this suffering is just too much.
I think in the first half the game was not it was controlled, but we lack a little bit of aggressivity in the last third. Then the second half we have of course we talk in the dressing room. Tried something different, and then the send-off changed the game. The set pieces is the same against Tottenham, in my opinion. And then after that, I think we tried, not playing very well, but we tried to score 1 goal. I think we were near the goal more than the Wolves scoring the second one. But we couldn't score, and then the last goal doesn't matter because we are trying desperately to score.
Well, Amorim there, but someone is saying that it is not about Rashford. Rashford cannot defend goals, but hey, there are times that you see some strikers who can also run back. When you have area balls, they can also help clear out. That's another thing. But now let's look at cautions in that game. A player sent off in Manchester United squad, a player sent off in Tottenham squad, same as Aston Villa. Maybe if Aston Villa had not gotten a red card, the game would have been different, same as that of Manchester United, Wolves, and Tottenham Nottingham.
Well, maybe I would still cut Aston Villa some slack because they look like a team that can really give Newcastle a run for their money yesterday. But of course, the red card just changed the dynamics. But for Tottenham and United, these are big sides, big six clubs in the English Premier League. So without, even with the red card, they should still at least salvage a point in those games. Tottenham playing against Nottingham Forest and United playing against Wolves. Even if United were one man down, they should still salvage a point. They played against Wolves. Come on. But it is what it is. The damage is done already. United lost 2-0. Even though the coach said the second goal does not matter. Yeah, United were trying to get the equalizer. They were pushing for the equalizer. But you should not forget that it was Alejandro Garnacho that cost that goal.
Yeah, I saw that. Right.
I mean,
Garnacho is in my team in Premier League Fantasy. And they always say that but don't worry.
Oh boy, should make I analyze.
No, I noticed that you're just talking about Manchester United. We understand what you are going through.
Let's talk about Manchester City now. We will leave Manchester United. Yeah, City also struggled yesterday. They got the first goal, courtesy of Bernardo Silva.
Yeah.
And Everton came into the game stronger.
We all knew that would be a tough game for Manchester City.
Definitely. Iliman Ndiaye got the equalizer in the 36th minute. And guess what? Erling Braut Haaland was given a penalty. See, the best thing for all of these clubs is do not face and inform Jordan Pickford. Pickford is someone that when he wants to be at top level, there's nothing he can do. Play 10 shots, he will save him. He won the man of the match in that encounter. It was all over yesterday.
But was it about Pickford or about the downtime of Manchester City, Haaland losing a spot kick?
Well, I think City, I've not been informed, that is, that has been established. But trust me, Pickford was on top of his game yesterday. City actually played well. To be honest, yesterday they played well. They were just unlucky. Check out the statistics, the number of shots on target they had yesterday, the possession. But of course, when you face Everton, Sean Dyche is known to have these antics of getting a point. Against Arsenal, he did the same. Remember, even against Chelsea. So this club, any club being managed by Sean Dyche, trust me, they will frustrate you. They would play a defensive style of football, and at the end of the day, you'll be frustrated and you might not get the desired result. So that was what happened to Manchester City yesterday. They played well, but of course, the result was not just forthcoming for them. At the end of the day, they drew one goal apiece, and for Erling Haaland, I think he's down on confidence. It was pretty much evident yesterday, and now City are 7th. Not in any position to qualify for any European competition.
Well, this
if
just
the
a
season
game.
ends this way. I mean,
if this is
definitely. And look at the top 6.
So if the season ends too, Manchester United, where will Manchester United be? Okay, let's move on.
Leave Man U. But check out the top 6 in the Premier League right about now. Liverpool, after that victory, comeback victory at that against Leicester yesterday, 3-1. They are now topping the table with 42 points. That's 7 points ahead of Chelsea with a game in hand. All things being equal, the title belongs to Liverpool. Chelsea closely following Liverpool with 35 points after losing to Fulham by 2-1 yesterday. And Nottingham, after that victory, are third on the EPL log. Arsenal will play today.
Don't let us fail to talk about the form of Nottingham Forest and that loss of Chelsea. Look at Fulham. They waited till end of that game to get a victory. Shout out to Alex Iwobi. Shout out to Calvin Bassey. Shout out to this team. Silva as being the coach of the side, but Nottingham Forest as well. It is not about scoring a lot of goals, but these guys have been fantastic. Beating Manchester United, beating Aston Villa, beating Brentford, a team that is very difficult to beat, and beating Tottenham Hotspur.
Yeah, I think for Nottingham Forest, it was a revenge mission for their coach, Nuno Espirito Santo. Remember, he was in charge of Tottenham maybe for 6 weeks. 6 months, I beg your pardon. It didn't really last at Tottenham Hotspur, so he had a revenge on his mind yesterday. At the end of the day, he got it. And for Antonio Elanga, who got the goal, I mean, maybe he's just trying to send a signal or statement to Manchester United. Remember, United actually let him go, and now he's found form. I think in his last 3 games, he scored in each of those games. So Nottingham Forest are enjoying life. It's been a long time, really. They won, 4 games in a row in the Premier League. I think the last time that happened was the days when they were dominating Europe and even dominating the Premier League. And for Fulham, the victory they got at the Stamford Bridge was the first time since 1979, 45 years ago. That was the last time they got all 3 points at the Stamford Bridge, and that happened yesterday. Boxing Days, crazy results everywhere.
All right, now it's still about the fixtures in the English Premier League. 2 matches are going down today. Arsenal will be in action today, same as Brentford. Arsenal will be at the Emirates Stadium against Ipswich Town, and Brighton against Brentford. These two matches in London.
Yes, Arsenal, I believe, should get all 3 points, even though Bukayo Saka is out injured, Raheem Sterling also injured. But of course, the remaining players should be able to get the job done for Mikel Arteta. 9:15 is the kickoff. And for Brighton against Brentford, I think it will be a goal. Any team winning, but of course, both teams should score, all teams being equal. So Arsenal, all 3 points. Brighton, not to lose, but of course, a goal in that encounter.
Okay, it's about go, and it's about to go down, right? But remember, Niger will take on Togo in the African Nations Championship game today by 5 o'clock. But if there's no go, Ganzi, I go drag you.
And we go there now tomorrow on Saturday Sports.
Okay, well, Ganzi is not the only person I'm targeting, but someone is already saying that. Okay, Chelsea too. Okay, yeah, we got that. So someone is already targeting your haircut. That you look nice.
Thank you. Shout out to you, Nikosela Okunovi.
Wow.
I mean, it's Christmas season. Let's change our look.
All right, so let's target some of the headlines in the pages of Nigerian newspapers this morning. Comrade Aide Jadishokwe is coming in with Adedamola Lafewa. They are looking Friday today. Comrade with his Adire, Adedamola with his Ankara.
I mean,
you know,
I
don't know, maybe he ate Semo yesterday.
Laffy looks like someone that has eaten the old chicken.
He did drag it.
He looks fresher than normal.
Okay, no, he could not sleep. See his bulgy face. Okay, you did nice. That's nice. That's the bigger the head, the bigger the headache. Catch you guys tomorrow on Saturday. But remember
1
this.
p.m. to 3 p.m.
Yes, but this afternoon on the Friday show, the last edition is going to be different. Good morning.